Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming, and welcome to a quick stream where we are going to look at the premieres from AMD at CES and the Nvidia event called Geforce RTX Game on. I think they're both premieres. They should both be about, I'm not sure about the Nvidia event, but AMD event should be about 30-40 minutes, I think. So hopefully one ends and the other starts. We should be able to catch it in time. So hello everyone, welcome. We have Abdulaziz, Michael Folsom, Rudransh, Vortex of course, VM Games, Real Ghost, Joni was here. Hello everyone. So as always, how's the audio? And a quick shout out to the channel members. Also, if you are a channel member and if you don't have the Discord invite, I have just added it on the community tab for the channel members, so you should be able to join with that. Make sure to mention your Discord name so I know who it is and I can give you the role on Discord. All right, who else is here? Kunal, Mr. Steel Nuts, Anik Rahman, audio is okay, thank you Vortex. The Real Ghost, audio is pretty decent. Michael Folsom, all good. Hi LB, hi Claw, welcome. Sharad, hello, welcome. Somebody is asking, isn't it at 10:30? No, it's 9:30 for the AMD event and 10:15 for the Nvidia. It might start at 10:30, but it's showing 10:15 here. All right, now YouTube just sent me a notification telling me that I've gone live on my own channel. So all right, yeah, so these are my channel members. Thank you to these awesome guys for supporting me. And now let's check the. So okay, so this is the AMD event, AMD at CES, 13 minutes. So it'll start at 9:30. And we have the Nvidia Geforce RTX on thing. This will start in about an hour, so 10:15. You can see 10:15. That's India time, 9 AM Pacific. So, you guys playing anything? Also, in case you did not see my previous video, because sometimes we have issues with notifications. So there's a beta key giveaway, closed beta giveaway for Bless Unleashed. So this is an MMORPG. I think it's on Xbox. It's coming to Steam soon, and you can play the beta, closed beta, from the 14th till the 18th. So check this video, grab the link and get the key and download the game. I've just finished downloading it. It's about 26 GB on Steam. So the game should be free to play once it goes like full, when it's like available, full release. But at the moment it's closed beta for Steam, and some of you can check it out, play it, see if it's good. What do you expect? I'm hoping they drop some mid-tier budget cards, like I don't know, 6700 from AMD, 6600. Nvidia could do 3060, 3050 Ti, something like that, something that we can buy, because right now it's the GPU miners are picking up all the other stuff. We are left with nothing, and the ones that are in stock, they are extremely expensive as well, and they're also increasing the prices. For example, the Asus, they have increased the prices for their motherboards and their GPUs by just like $100-$150 for no reason. So cards that should be, in my opinion, like around $200, they're pushing them towards like 500 plus, and that's just putting people like me in a bad mood, and I do not enjoy the current climate, the current market, hardware market, because I've been gaming and making PCs for a long time, and this is the most expensive it is to be a PC gamer. Because initially, like 20 years ago when I first started, you did not even bother with a graphics card. Your PC would run it, the integrated would be enough, and then slowly you started buying a graphic card, and even then it was just buy a graphic card, everything will work on it. Then you bought a good card, and now you need a high-end card just to play like any game that comes out. I mean, you can still play. Like I just finished Cyberpunk on my RX 570, but I had to play it on low to medium settings. I just bought 3070 Gaming X Trio for 56K in India. Nice, nice. Where did you get it from? 56 for 3070. It's a bit more than I would like, but it's not bad, I guess. But yeah, that's the thing. It's a $500 card. It should be 500. Maybe the Gaming X Trio is like a higher end version, so it's probably more like 600. But 56K should be 800 roughly. That is a lot for a graphics card. I want a budget CPU because I want to build a new PC and I already have a GPU. Yeah, I'm hoping that's what AMD is going to do. Some Ryzen APUs. Cyberpunk review when I'll see if I can make a review, because I did not really explore it too much. I played about 35-36 hours, and I can give you my thoughts, but my PC is so lackluster I couldn't even record any gameplay. From what I heard in 2021, the PC components will increase because of the manufacturing price of copper will increase and the price of importing parts from China from AIB parts will get up. Yeah, something or the other happens which increases the price of GPUs, like cryptocurrency mining increases, or copper is in demand, or silver becomes expensive, or whatever else is happening. I bought the RTX 3070 Gaming X Trio for 56K, Ryzen 7 5600X for 28K. I think I got an awesome deal considering 3070 launched in India for 20, using the B550 Pro Wi-Fi. Alright. Maybe 5th gen Ryzen 3. Maybe. I think they might spend more time talking about the mobile Ryzen CPUs, APUs, or like laptops and stuff. That's my guess. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a graphics card. Alright, should start in 7 minutes, so we can get any other chatting done before. Because I don't know if they'll give us, because this is like a pre-planned thing, so there shouldn't be any waste of time in this. It'll just be information after information. In India, prices are higher due to import tax. Yeah, that's another reason on top of all the other problems. I bought 3070 straight from the distributor. It's going for around 64K on other websites. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Is it the, what is the distributor called? I think I know the name, but I can't remember right now. Does Nvidia and have a monopoly on GPUs? They are pretty much the only two who make GPUs. I mean, if you count Intel, they make the integrated one, which is in this motherboard, I guess. But discrete GPUs, we only have these two. We need more people. Intel is planning to make discrete GPUs, but I've been hearing that for a while. I haven't seen anything yet. We need more competition in the GPU section. I'm guessing guys are talking about Indian currency. Yeah, Indian currency, Indian rupees. Currently, I think $1 is about 73 to 75. Let's say 75 just for convenience. So you can do the maths there. Everything is higher price in Bangladesh. I mean, all PC. Yeah, Bangladesh, India, we are all struggling. Thanks for Blush Unleashed. I mean the information. All right, no worries, man. If you like that, yeah, give it a try. 14th to 18th, you can play the game. I don't know when the full version will release, but at least you can get a quick first impression, see if it's something you'll play. For me, I don't know. I'll maybe try it a bit, but I just don't have too many games to play. The Indian government really needs to decrease import tax. Yeah, they treat it as a luxury good, sadly. And now the idea behind it isn't entirely wrong. Like they want to encourage local, production. But for these sort of things, it's only like two companies in the entire world, and I don't see anybody getting interested in making GPU hardware in India or like foundries. So it should make it easier so we can compete with the rest of the world. If we are paying more money just to buy the basic stuff, not I mean by basic I mean if it's $300 in the US and we are paying for 500 for the same thing, we are not going to be able to compete, and that will just put us at a disadvantage. No wonder mobiles are so popular, because India is the second largest market for mobiles, and mobiles come here early, sometimes before the US. The bad thing in PC gaming is that it works so fast that to play on some good settings 60, you got to upgrade every 2 years. This is the best thing in consoles. You buy it once and are okay for 7 years. Yeah, more or less. And Intel's Xe graphics are pretty okay. Is it possible they could challenge Snapdragon? You mean AMD? I think it's even worse in Nepal. Yeah, smaller countries, they don't have the, you could say, the distributors and the market there, and importing stuff just becomes expensive. Hello, Skytracker. Skytracker, is this like a different account or something? Because I don't see the member thing next to your name. You have a console. I have a PS3, but I haven't bought any of the recent ones like PS4. Like Xbox One, I had one when I was in the UK and I shared it with a friend, but haven't bought it here. Gonna watch Geforce RTX Game on thing here because the official stream is literally just security breach spam. I mean, I just mute the chat anyway because people are just spamming and chatting, but I'm probably going to watch the same thing anyway. It was, forgot. Alright. Here in Bulgaria, the prices are going up because we are in EU and they're raising import taxes. I don't know, man. In this day and age, when we need PCs, internet, especially now that people are at home, a lot of people work from home, streaming, making videos over the internet, all of this is much more important. These things should become more affordable, more easily available. There should be more of these things manufactured. But it's the opposite. They are getting greedier. They want more money. I think with graphics cards, the first wave of the cryptocurrency mining, that kind of spoiled both AMD and Nvidia. And they must be thinking like, look how much money people were paying to buy second-hand graphics cards. So why can't we have some of that money? And that is why I think they're trying to push the prices up to make as much money as possible. Was watching Tenet movie. It's mind-blowing. Cool, I've not even heard of that. I haven't really watched a movie in ages, so no surprise there. I have the PS2, 3 and 4. I might just buy the PS5 just for God of War 5. I also have a PC now. I can't decide if I should or not. What I would say is just wait a couple of years, and when you have a bunch of exclusive games, My target is at least 5 to 10 quality exclusives. Then it makes sense to buy the system, because everything else you can get on PC anyway. So right now, what do you have? You have Demon Souls. What else do you have on PS5 right now that's good and exclusive? Like, I'm not talking about the PS4 games, but just the PS5 games that have come out, since you already have a PS4. Did Intel ever say when they're coming out with GPUs? I remember. Yeah, I've been hearing the tease and like rumors here and there, but I haven't actually seen any official announcements. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. All right. Bloody hell. I hate this music, that 2-minute thing. God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo. No, I'm not talking about the stuff coming out. I'm talking about stuff that is out now. Like, if I'm going to buy PS5 now, what am I going to play? Alright, we have 1.5 minutes to chat, then we'll shut up. If they can wrap this up in 45 minutes, that would be perfect timing. We can end this and go over to the Nvidia event. Alright, let me just drink some water. Godfall is on PC. Stay hydrated, yeah. No, I've not played Bless Unleashed, but I have downloaded it. I'll check out the closed beta. So I think Bless Unleashed was only on Xbox, I think. Shyam's Games, hello and welcome. Thank you for the support, man. Awesome, perfect timing as well. Appreciate it, man. Alright, let's get this started.
Welcome to CES. I'm thrilled to introduce today's keynote speaker, AMD President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Lisa Su. She's also was just recognized as Fortune's #2 most powerful business person of the year. She is known for making big bets, leading disciplined execution against ambitious roadmaps, forging meaningful partnerships, and accelerating the growth and trajectory of AMD. Lisa Su has made a name for herself as an industry leader who is pursuing cutting-edge technologies that change the world. AMD products and technologies are helping to redefine the technology industry. We already see that through its work with PCs, where AMD technology has helped people to reimagine the future of education, entertainment, gaming, and work as it continues to push the envelope on performance. And in the cloud, where AMD technology powers some of the most important services, from video conferencing to video streaming. It's hard to tour the all-digital CES and not see something that AMD is a part of. From powerful desktops used by content creators to notebooks and Chromebooks that have assisted in the virtual schooling of children everywhere, to your favorite new game consoles, AMD touches so many facets of life-changing technology. Dr. Su is an engineer, technologist, and problem solver at heart who has always been driven to find meaningful solutions to challenges and successfully advancing leading-edge semiconductor and high-performance computing technologies throughout her career.
My guess is we'll get
Prior
mobile
to joining AMD, Dr.
Ryzen
Su
today.
held technology and business leadership positions at IBM and Freescale Semiconductor, now NXP. I'm excited to welcome Dr. Lisa Su to CES.
Yeah, this is like a pre-recorded stuff, so we won't have to worry about like any live issues.
Technology changes the world, but not on its own. Hardware needs heart. Software needs soul. When processing power meets brain power, tomorrow comes alive. 1,000 ideas spark inside one mind. The world shrinks. Horizons expand. The speed of progress leaves us breathless. With high-performance computing to lift us, we see more possibilities, new opportunities.
Basically, my mic is 10 and stream is 7.
Where the future starts.
So this is just an ad. And also, yeah, how's the audio now?
Welcome, everyone. Thank you to Gary and to all of you for joining us today at CES 2021. It's an honor to keynote CES for the second time. I know for most of us, we start every January together, so doing a virtual keynote is certainly different. At CES last year, none of us could have imagined all the things that would happen in 2020 as we navigated the COVID-19 pandemic globally. I know it was a challenging year for everyone, but it was also a year where we experienced firsthand the increasingly important role technology plays in every aspect of our lives. For all of us in the tech industry, although we've had our set of challenges, 2020 was perhaps one of our most productive years. From how we work, to how our kids learned, to our entertainment, to accelerating the pace of our digital transformation, high-performance computing has never been more important in our daily lives or to our future. The world needed us to turbocharge our technology capabilities, and our industry delivered wonderfully in so many different ways. At AMD, our focus has always been to push the envelope on high-performance computing across the cloud, infrastructure, and personal computing. And in 2020, we broadened our focus to ensure we were working with our partners to drive innovation, provide more capability, and meet the new requirements of a digital-first world. I'm most proud of the work we have done with technology applied to solve some of the world's most challenging research problems. A great example of this is the work in the scientific community. Scientists and researchers really pivoted on a dime to pool their resources to rally around research on vaccines, therapeutics, and other important learnings to combat and understand the pandemic. And to help them do this, the AMD COVID-19 HPC Fund donated over 12 petaflops of supercomputing last year to many of the world's leading universities and labs conducting infectious disease research. Let's hear from some of the researchers on their work.
When the pandemic came along, there was a remarkable moment. Almost overnight, it seemed, the researchers that had been working on various other applications changed their research quickly to address COVID more directly.
I've never seen such a universal desire to reach out across disciplines to form these interdisciplinary collaborations to try to do what we can to understand this virus, to understand the COVID-19 disease, and to help overcome the pandemic.
I'm the director of the Quran Institute of Mathematical Sciences.
I'm an associate professor of molecular biosciences.
We run the big computers. We do high-performance computing.
I am a professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
There's never enough computing available. There's always a huge demand.
That is where the AMD donation really comes into play. It's going to allow us to take all of this big data and make sense of it.
The hardware will enable scientific breakthroughs because it has been designed specifically to be an AI-capable machine.
The fact that this new platform that's being provided to us by AMD can do this quadrillion calculations per second, really allow us to build more sophisticated models.
High-performance computing that can process massive amounts of data and then couple it to simulations to make predictions. It could be just a game changer.
We're going to have the capability of feeding all of these parameters, the molecular parameters, cellular parameters, clinical parameters from patients into machine learning algorithms.
We're now not limited anymore by how quickly those machine learning algorithms can run because of how powerful these new GPU clusters are. Jobs that used to take weeks on a supercomputer to run can happen in a matter of hours.
When you're dealing with a pandemic, time is important, and getting solutions and ideas and possible therapeutics and drugs as soon as you can is of paramount importance.
We have many people across 55 departments, or more than 55 departments in fact, that are doing COVID-related research.
The researchers made these rapid changes in their work, and I think that speaks to the generality of the machine learning methods, but also to the power of the computing. And then AMD came along with this remarkable gift of tremendous additional computing power at just the right time to help us accelerate the research results that leads to real answers.
The industry ability to partner with universities is a real boon to scientific development.
It's a really exciting time to be doing science where the computer is really a part of the experiment. It can take us to places we never expected we'd be able to go.
People feel like they're a partner, they're part of something important. They all drop what they have to do and they go work on this thing. We're all in it together, and that is just something really, really nice to see.
Those researchers truly are inspiring. And you know that what they're learning will not only help in this pandemic, but will actually position us much, much better for the future. Now, when the pandemic hit, our lives actually changed, practically overnight, as we went to working, schooling, and sheltering at home. In many businesses, digital transformations that typically would have taken years to complete were adopted in a matter of weeks or months. And while these shifts were challenging on a personal level, the differences were dramatic on the planet. Just take a look at some of the satellite data. This shows the level of harmful emissions in the skies over Europe. Fewer people on the roads meant significantly reduced emissions, improved air quality, and visibly less smog. At the same time, we transitioned to the new normal of working and schooling from home. We've all needed to adapt to new ways of communicating and collaborating, which has placed significantly higher demands on our digital infrastructure and made devices like the PC even more essential. So if you take a look at some of the user stats, Zoom users are now approaching 3.5 trillion minutes of meetings per year. Cisco WebEx meeting participants recently hit 600 million per month. And Microsoft Teams is now supporting 115 million daily active users. All of these examples make it clear how over the last year, our relationship with technology has fundamentally changed. The pandemic has elevated technology to become an essential part of how we live, work, play, and communicate. And at the center of all this technology is high-performance computing. That's why I'm very excited today to be joined by leaders from several of the industry's most important companies to share their perspective on the technology trends and products that will define 2021. Together, we'll show you how advances in high-performance computing will once again reset expectations for what's possible across PCs, gaming, and the data center. So with that as an introduction, let's get started with one of our biggest partners and a company that plays a significant role across each of these markets. To talk more about our work together, please welcome Microsoft Chief Product Officer, Panos Panay.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Panos, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
You bet.
Boy, I think I've connected with you quite a bit over the past few months on Microsoft Teams, so I feel like I see you in the screen all the time.
We've definitely learned to work together this way, for sure.
So look, it's been an incredible time in the world, and certainly for tech. Microsoft is at the center of that and really empowering people. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like for you and the team at Microsoft these last 10 months?
Like many people at Microsoft, they're learning to work differently. And, I feel that, certainly. I mean, yesterday I was in a meeting with Satya. My dogs were barking in the background. The garage door opened. And, you're kind of working through it. I think like everybody, we're still adapting, still learning. It takes time. How we connect with each other is changing right now, Lisa, in a huge way. How we work is changing. How we learn is changing. So school, work, even how we're gaming, which is so important to what we do together, and then ultimately we're seeing that, at Microsoft, that PC, it's becoming more essential than it's ever been before, but not only as a productivity tool, but as a tool to connect with other humans and people in general, whether it's at school or work. And you see that. You just said it. As we work together, it's super powerful because we can continue to move forward, continue to push the boundaries. And I think between our companies, it's our responsibility to help tech disappear into the background and help people do that connection. Our customers need that right now more than ever. And so we can talk about how folks are kind of working at Microsoft, but then you can see this intensity of usage of our products together. That's really coming to life. How we support that day in and day out matters, but how we look to the future also. And to your point, whether it's the intensity on Teams or Windows or Azure on the back end supporting so much, or just the delight of being able to game on a PC or an Xbox right now, that you have a whole team at Microsoft, a whole company, if you will, kind of rallying around how to help people stay connected, work, play, and learn, and ultimately being able to partner with AMD has been phenomenal for us.
Well, look, I think, Panos, actually, I think we see it exactly the same way. It's such a special time where we can really use technology to help people do all the things that they need to do, and frankly, it is how we stay connected. So, I'm so proud of the work that we've done together. It's, our partnership is just incredibly broad and, spans all the way from, cloud and data center to, console gaming, and then, to Windows and Surface. It's just been, so great to partner with your team. So can you talk a little bit about some of the co-engineering and what we're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I'd love to. First, let me just say, AMD's momentum right now is incredible. The impact you're having on the world, the work you've done. Let me just say that, and truly from the most humblest place. We've been working together, Lisa, for a long time, you and I. But before I get into any of that, we should start right now. When you talk partnerships, we got to start with gaming, don't we? Working on the Xbox Series X and Series S. This work doesn't happen in a silo. This is two teams getting together, getting right down to the depth of what it means to deliver an incredible gaming experience. Now we have this the most performant console on the planet, and that's the work we do together. I think some people just think sometimes I hear it just happens. No, these are two teams coming together, working in detail. Then take it to the next level, the work you're doing with Azure, the detailed work with AMD and Azure coming together with Epic, delivering for Game Pass and xCloud. These are real depth partnerships. And here's my favorite thing, and the way we work together, and for those of you who don't know, you can take that architecture and that thinking that drives the Xbox, the RDNA architecture, if you will, RDNA 2, I think, and you just move that into what is the PC. And that's what just, now I get super excited, of course, because how much I love Windows, how much I love working on these products, leading into your Radeon product, which has been so incredibly powerful for the PC right now to help gamers push forward, to help the high-performance PC compute happen. And right now, think about customers in this time. We have that intensity of usage. This is even CAD at home or gaming at home, being able to push 64-core computing with Threadripper. You're doing all that with us, but it's really the detailed work of the two teams coming together to bring that to life. But let me also share with you, we created a small video for you, Lisa. I knew what we were coming on today, and I thought, boy, it'd be so fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Panos, that was fantastic. Thank you again for joining us. It was great to see you, and thanks for providing those insights for our audience.
What a blast. Lisa, thank you for having me. I really am grateful, and thank you for this partnership. I think AMD is doing amazing things right now, and your tech is moving this world forward, and we're so grateful for it.
Now let's turn our attention to PCs. In 2020, approximately 300 million notebooks, desktops, and Chromebooks were sold. That's the highest number since 2014, and we expect demand to be even higher in 2021 as the PC continues playing an even larger role in our daily lives. At AMD, we believe the PC has never been more essential. Now, last November, we introduced our first processors powered by our new Zen 3 CPU core. Zen 3 is a new architecture that brings new capabilities to PCs while delivering leadership performance and energy efficiency. The Zen 3 core is a phenomenal example of AMD's dedication to building the best technology. We redesigned the core to deliver our largest generation-over-generation performance increase since we launched the Zen family. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance and energy efficiency and also delivers the best single-threaded performance. As a result, the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs are the fastest processors in the world for gamers and creators. Now, we designed Zen 3 to scale from ultra-thin notebooks all the way up to supercomputers. And I'm excited to announce we're starting 2021 by launching the most powerful PC processors ever built for ultra-thin and gaming notebooks. Today, I'm proud to introduce the AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors powered by our new Zen 3 core. These new chips offer both tremendous performance and long battery life. In fact, AMD is the only company with an 8-core x86 processor for ultra-thins. For many years, the notebook PC market was on an incremental pace. By combining our leadership design capabilities with 7-nanometer process technology, our 4000 series mobile processors launched last year set a new performance trajectory for notebook processors. And we continue that new performance trajectory in 2021 with our Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors. You can expect to do more, to be more productive, and to have more immersive gaming experiences with a notebook powered by our new Ryzen
I think we'll have to buy mobile
Now, with so
laptops
many
now.
of us working and learning from home in 2020, the performance and capabilities of our home PC actually defined how we worked and how we learned and much of our social interaction. We saw our productivity, our ability to create, and our opportunities
What's
to connect
Bangalore doing
limited
there in
by
the
the
middle?
computing power of our PC. And for many of us, we wanted more. Our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors for ultra-thin notebooks will be a significant step forward in performance and efficiency. With up to 8 of our new Zen 3 cores, the AMD Ryzen 5000 series are the best processors in the world for thin and light notebooks. Whether you're running general office productivity applications or more CPU-intensive tasks like video rendering, photo editing, or 3D design, the Ryzen 5000 series actually sets the new bar for leadership performance. Now, the AMD Ryzen 7 5800U is our best ultra-thin notebook processor. It has 8 cores, 16 threads with a boost up to 4.4 gigahertz, and all of this while operating within a 15-watt thermal design that's required for these ultra-thin notebooks. Now, when you take a look at the benchmarks across a large range of applications, it's just very clear that the Ryzen 7 5800U just runs your software faster. It's a very special product, the fastest x86 processor in the world for thin and light notebooks. Now, the performance is really great, but in the notebook form factor, battery life is also extremely important. And this is where the energy efficiency of the Zen 3 core truly shines. We've just done a ton of optimization in this space, and with the Ryzen 5000 series, you can expect up to 17.5 hours of general use and 21 hours of video playback on a single charge. Now that's a major jump compared to our previous generation and true all-day battery life. Now, notebook customers don't just buy thin and light laptops, but millions of people actually buy notebooks to play PC games.
Yeah, how much?
AMD has a rich history in PC gaming and deep ties to the gaming community. Gamers actually want desktop-like performance in the notebook form factor, and that's exactly what we built. Our new HX series mobile processors raise the bar for gaming notebooks. The HX brand actually represents our commitment to build the best processors for gaming. They feature the same Zen 3 cores from our best-in-class Ryzen 5000 desktop processors that deliver leadership frame rates. They're also unlocked for overclocking and have higher thermal ratings for sustained performance, which is key for gaming. Now let me introduce you to our top-of-the-line Ryzen 9 HX processors. The 5900HX boosts up to 4.6 gigahertz, while the 5980HX boosts up to 4.8 gigahertz, both with 8 cores and thermal design power of 45 watts or higher. So now let's take a look at the Ryzen 5900HX in action. What you're looking at here is a very graphics-intensive game, Horizon Zero Dawn, running on our new Ryzen 5900HX processor. We're running this game at 1080p with the high detail preset to really stress the CPU. And as you can see, our new mobile HX processors are delivering smooth frame rates of over 100 frames per second. And for all of you looking for a mobile 4K experience, I'm happy to report that gaming notebooks featuring our new HX processors are also capable of delivering smooth gaming experiences when running at 4K at high settings. Now turning to some benchmarks versus a competition, whether you're talking about single-threaded performance or overall CPU performance, the HX series wins by a wide margin. This is why the best gaming notebooks of 2021 will be powered by AMD Ryzen Mobile HX processors. To bring the Ryzen 5000 mobile processors to market, we're really pleased with the strong partnership with the industry's leading PC OEMs. This year, we expect the number of notebook designs powered by our new generation of Ryzen mobile processors to grow by 50% compared to the Ryzen 4000 series. We expect more than 150 ultra-thin gaming and professional notebooks powered by Ryzen 5000 series to launch this year. This means even more choice for consumers. And you won't have to wait long to get your hands on these new systems, with the first notebooks expected to be on sale from the world's top notebook providers in February. We couldn't be more excited about what the Ryzen 5000 will do for you in 2021. To drive innovation in the PC market, you need great partners. Our next guest leads one of the world's largest PC companies. Let's welcome HP CEO and a great friend, Enrique Lores. Hi, Enrique. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's great to see you to start the new year together.
Lisa, it's great to see you as well, and congratulations for keynoting this year in AMD, and also for all the success of AMD.
Well, look, we are so honored to be partnered with HP. HP has really been at the center of Silicon Valley innovation. And during the past year, you and I have talked a lot about, really the charge that you're leading in helping consumers and businesses use technology to transform the way we live, work, and learn. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the trends that you've seen accelerating over the past year?
Sure. I think one of the most important things we have seen during the last months is that PCs have become essential. With people working from home, kids learning from home, playing from home, families entertaining from home, the PC have become really the center of all these processes. And this is driving a new source of innovation, enabling people to do things from their homes, connecting to their offices, really becoming much more efficient. And this is what we all have been working together. And I think we also have learned that it's not only about developing technology, it's about developing technology that everybody can access, because I think we have an obligation as well to make sure that technology doesn't help to divide our current societies. So this is something that we are working together on that I think is very important as well.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Enrique. It's such an opportunity for us to offer technology to help people in all walks of life. So look, I think the AMD-HP partnership has spanned a really broad reach from commercial PCs to ultra-thin consumer notebooks to gaming and creator PCs. So we just showed everyone the new AMD Ryzen 5000 mobile processors, and we truly appreciate the deep partnership with HP. Can you tell us about some of the designs that you're planning this year?
Yes, and before that, it's probably useful to recap a bit. I still remember the first meeting you and I had when none of us were the CEOs of our companies, where we were thinking and designing the first commercial PCs with AMD. And we have really gone a long way since these very early conversations 6-7 years ago. And I think with the launches this year, we have really shown how much progress we have made. And whether we look at the versatility of the new designs, the security that we have built into the solutions, and the new form factors and the premium designs that we are bringing, clearly we are making a difference, and we are showing what the combination of both companies can bring to the market.
No, you're so right, Enrique. What I really appreciate is that every year the technology gets better, the partnership gets better, and I think our, what we can offer our customers gets better. So look, it's an incredible time for innovation in the PC market and across tech more broadly. Enrique, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really, really thankful for our partnership and look forward to all the great new devices that we'll have out in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now let's turn our attention to gaming. Gaming has continued to grow in recent years, and 2020 was another record year. 4 in 5 US consumers have played a video game in the past 6 months. And at $174 billion in annual revenue, the gaming industry is actually larger than the movie and music industries combined. We're now approaching 3 billion people playing games. That's 40% of the world's population. Now, gaming is at the heart of so much of what we do at AMD. Gamers push us to innovate faster because they always want more. More frames, more pixels, and more immersive experiences.
All right.
Which is exactly what we delivered with our new CPUs and GPUs and the new generation of game consoles powered by AMD. The hottest products in the world today are the new game consoles from Microsoft and Sony. Panos mentioned our work with Microsoft to build high-performance CPUs and GPUs for the Xbox Series X and Series S. We're also incredibly proud of our deep partnership with Sony to power the new PlayStation 5. All these next-generation consoles use custom AMD SoCs with Ryzen and Radeon technology. Console gaming has never looked better, and AMD is providing the underlying technology pushing 4K gaming across these platforms. Now, for PC gamers, we introduced high-end graphics cards to the desktop PC market at the end of 2020 with the Radeon RX 6000 series. With the Radeon 6900 XT, 6800 XT, and 6800, we have leadership at the high end. The reviews and awards for these products have been fantastic, and we know that millions of gamers are excited about the RX 6000 series. Whether you're building your own gaming rig or buying a new gaming PC, we truly have the best for PC gamers. We're working with our partners to drive a record number of premium desktop gaming systems from OEMs and from system builders, featuring our new Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards and our Ryzen 5000 series desktop CPUs. Now, the underlying graphics architecture for all these new PC and console products is AMD RDNA 2. With RDNA 2, we really exceeded our goals. We doubled the performance from the first generation of RDNA in 2019,
he's the one who
and we achieved a 65% performance per watt increase while supporting the full DX12 Ultimate experience for gamers. The team did a great job with this architecture, and you'll see many more products in 2021 with RDNA 2. We talked about the importance of gaming notebooks a bit earlier, and we'll be bringing RDNA 2 to gaming notebooks next. So let me show you a preview of the RDNA 2 graphics architecture in a notebook reference design. What you're looking at here is Dirt 5, another demanding game running at ultra-high settings in 1440p. And what you see is more than 60 frames per second. Just beautiful, smooth gameplay. We're on track to launch the first notebooks with RDNA 2 in the first half of the year with our partners. And you'll also see new mainstream RDNA 2 desktop graphic card designs in the first half of the year as well. We're very excited to have RDNA 2 across the entire spectrum from consoles to desktops to notebooks soon. Now, while console and PC gaming are the most fun for some people, for others, it's gorgeous content and Hollywood films. Today, high-performance computing makes it faster and less expensive to produce amazing movies and TV shows. My next guest has overseen some of the most beloved stories and characters ever, with visual effects and computer animation powered by AMD. Francois Chardevon is the head of technology for Lucasfilm and Industrial Light and Magic.
Hi, really happy to be here, Lisa.
Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So ILM, Lucasfilm, and AMD have worked together now for more than a decade, yet 2020 is probably one of the most memorable of the years that we've worked together. The demand for content is through the roof. Can you tell us a little bit about how 2020 has changed the way you work?
Absolutely, you're right. Lucasfilm just recently announced 10 new series and feature films, and a lot of studios are doing the same thing. Content creation is through the roof across all of the major content.
Yeah, we need to see what Nvidia is up to, because I don't think we are getting anything desktop related from. We have another 11 minutes. We'll just watch this stuff because there is a new Indiana Jones coming up. So maybe that's why they're talking about this right now. But apart from that, yeah, another 10 minutes to go and we can hopefully get something from Nvidia.
One of the most important parts of our infrastructure for what we do is the render farm, really the compute firepower that creates all of the images that you see on screen. And for Sydney, we decided to go exclusively with AMD to build our facility up. And that was something that really empowered that studio to hit the ground running despite all the disruption of 2020.
Wow, Francois, that's just fascinating. I mean, just to think of all of the things that you guys have to think about when you're, producing, the best content in the world. So, you guys were really an early adopter of AMD EPYC and Threadripper. Can you tell us a little bit about how the tech works for you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think for us, it's really about scale and flexibility. Scale just to produce the sheer amount of content across all of our studios where we just need as much firepower as possible. And AMD is really focused on building out the amount of power that you can put in any individual's hands. The amount of threads and cores that you have available is unprecedented. And this really helps us deliver the content that we have. That scale comes into play a whole lot more than it ever has, even for interactive processes, not just the overnight processes, where more and more we're just seeing software take advantage of that sheer amount of threads that are available with AMD processors in a way that software never has before. And so artists are able to make changes and immediately see the results. That gives you more of an intuitive sense of how when you turn the knob, it really affects what you see on screen. That really changes how you approach the creative process.
Francois, you sound like you love cores and threads just as much as I do. So we love that. But you're really pushing the envelope on what technology can do. And it sounds like there are actually things that you can do in your creative pipeline or workflow that you weren't able to do before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
As artists more and more are having to tackle really high resolution content, high dynamic range, more bit depth, it's just a lot of data to process. And a lot of the codecs, the compression algorithms for the content are becoming more and more elaborate than they have before. And being able to play back at speed 4K content, 8K content, we have rides that are projected on huge screens that are sometimes multiple 16K content. We've never been able to review that before. And that's an area where we're really looking to AMD to help us solve that problem in a cost-effective way that used to be really limited to specialized hardware. And AMD is making that a whole lot more commoditized than it ever has in the past.
That's fantastic. Really, really exciting stuff. I know we're all looking forward to seeing it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us, some of your insights on how, high performance computing really does enable all of the wonderful work that you do at ILM and Lucasfilm. We're really proud to be your partner and really look forward to doing much, much more together in the future.
Thank you so much, Lisa. This has been great, and AMD has been an amazing partner through all this.
Let's take a look at some of the great work by Lucasfilm and ILM using high-performance computing. To share more about our work in the PC, workstation, and server markets, let's welcome our great friend, Lenovo Chairman and CEO, Yang Yuanqing. YY, it's great to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for having me here.
I've heard you say Lenovo is focused on building smarter technology for all, data center, PCs, mobile phones, and smart devices. Can you tell me a little bit about what the Lenovo team experienced in 2020 when it comes to the world's transition to digital first?
Why some people predicted the smartphone would replace PC and tablets before. The work and the study from home trend have proven PC to be an essential productivity tool now. Although this trend was studied by
Nvidia, save us please. Give us something. I hope he doesn't come out with his jacket and he's cooking something in his oven again. Yeah, Last year CES was better. The year before it was better. At least they had
to all
something.
forms of PC. Lenovo has some of the best solutions with AMD products, whether it's our
Hello, Abdul Samir. Sorry, I'm muted.
and what we're able
I'll
to
just
bring
lower
to
the volume a
customers in
bit.
these markets.
We are happy to address different customer needs with a broad portfolio of technologies and solutions we create with AMD. Our Legion gaming system are well recognized by esports enthusiasts. Our Yoga products are the perfect blend of style and performance. Our ThinkPad and ThinkBook allows
technically,
professionals take their
if I'm honest, this is not your E3 type stuff. This is like a technology thing. It's not gaming related anyway. So they do this mostly, but they still have something to show. Like she normally has a graphics card she's holding, like over the last few years. At least gives us like a hint or something. Right now, she's just, let's chat to a Microsoft guy. Let's chat to HP guy. Let's chat to Lenovo guy. Unknown logic, AMD sucks. Just here to see security breach. Thank you, Rohan, for the super chat. Thanks, man.
Force a number of our products to make sure they can be always on and always connected. But 2020 told us that what our customers need in the new normal is a breakthrough in a few existing technologies that have become absolutely essential today. We are leveraging advanced technology like
only 4
artificial
minutes.
intelligence and the latest hardware innovations to drive breakthrough in this space. As a customer-centric company, Lenovo is definitely focused on innovations that makes the biggest impact.
Yeah, this is like a business presentation. This is not like anything gaming
That sounds
related.
super exciting, YY. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to all the great new AMD-powered products Lenovo has in the works. We've talked about the impact of high-performance computing in our research, in our work, in education, gaming, and the movies. But high-performance computing is also changing the world of professional sports. AMD is very proud to be an official partner to the 7-time champion Mercedes-AMG Formula One racing team. Now let's talk to our superstar driver, Lewis Hamilton, and team CEO, Toto Wolff, to find out how the world of high-performance computing and auto racing and
Yeah, this is a business marketing presentation. Hamilton is going to chat. Come on, 3 minutes. Let's see what Hamilton has to say.
7th Formula One Drivers' Championship. Just simply amazing. Toto, thanks for joining us, and congratulations to you as well for winning your 7th Constructors' Championship as a team.
Thank you for having me. I'm pleased to join you. And yeah, it was another good season. We won a 7th Constructor Championship. It was a difficult year with COVID-19, but finally on track, we were successful.
Oh, it's fantastic. I know it was such a grueling year, but you guys were just amazing. And hey, one of the things I know about you is that you love gaming, and AMD loves gaming too. In fact, I heard you might be having some fun in your downtime with your new AMD-powered Sony PlayStation 5.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've actually always been, my dad was actually, he was always into computers, and when I was younger, when we started racing, he worked on computers for the British Rail, and then he.
Come on, Nvidia, 2 more minutes. 60 seconds to go.
Computers for him when I started working with him when I was 17. I was always into gaming and watching the technology advance.
This is painful.
It's been absolutely mind-blowing, and yes, of course, I've been
gone in 60 seconds. Somebody saying
like everyone is, and I finally got it, and I actually carry it around with me.
I hope. Now the thing is, we are expecting a lot from Nvidia, but Nvidia is probably going to do the same thing. They'll talk about AI and the deep learning and blah 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 and their car stuff. Yeah, and then Jensen will maybe pull out a CPU from his oven. Come on, Nvidia, save us. Why is it stuck? saying 60 seconds for like the last 3 minutes.
Everything is built in-house.
What's wrong with
give or
his
take
eye, the
tires
left
and
eye?
maybe brakes, but majority of the stuff is designed in-house and built in-house and designed on CAD machines. We, you know, the technology in terms of the software they use for aero data analysis.
Yeah, like he got punched in the left eye. It's like
we have a real
eye
wind
swollen
tunnel,
a
but then
bit.
we have a virtual wind tunnel, and the crazy amount of computing power that takes place for that is insane. To
Yeah,
see
it could
and
be
to
something with
advance
a
it all the
cray.
time.
We'll
And,
begin. Nvidia is
some
late. What the hell?
weekends, each weekend
Nvidia
there's
start
a
already.
huge amount of download. I think it's over 500 gigabytes of downloaded data, which gets transferred back
Toto
to
punched him.
back
Have you
to
seen how big that
UK
guy is, Toto
headquarters,
Wolff?
is
He's
digesting.
huge. Hamilton is small. I mean, racing drivers are small anyway.
Simulations through the weekends in terms of getting the right setup, strategy from a driver's point
Yeah,
of
drivers,
view.
racing drivers are
to
boring
get
people.
ahead.
This is more entertaining, let's be honest. This countdown is more fun. Yeah. This is more entertaining, if I'm honest. He's still talking. Man, AMD bored the pants off me today. Are you using AMD CPU or Intel? All AMD. Man, these 2 minutes seemed like the longest 2 minutes. Toto's still talking. Kitchen incoming, yeah. If we don't get a 3050 Ti today, this will be really boring. Like the whole stream would be pointless. And I won't bother next year. So CES 2019, they dropped. Oh, come on, man, Nvidia. Why did you start it at 10:15 if you wanted to start at 10:30?
I'm kinda like complicated.
Holy shit, these guys are boring. Yeah, debated big time. Like Nvidia is worse. They said we'll start at 10:15. Now they're late. And they're still talking.
Happy and proud to have you on board, and you help us.
Alright.
Important areas of high performance.
You can still save something.
Data
Show us a
center,
graphics
cloud,
card.
and supercomputing. During our 2019 CES
Epic.
keynote, we demonstrated the world's first 64-core x86 server processor. Since then, AMD EPYC processors have been adopted by the largest cloud service providers, the fastest supercomputers, and in the heart of the enterprise.
At least we're talking about something
In addition
now.
to the researchers we heard from earlier using AMD technologies for medical research, our EPYC processors are also being used for research in areas like weather forecasting, climate change, and energy exploration. From AWS to Google to to Microsoft, Tencent Cloud, and Oracle, the largest cloud providers have adopted EPYC processors to power their internal infrastructure and services. And that incredible growth in video collaboration I highlighted earlier, those too are powered by AMD EPYC, including services like Microsoft Teams running on Azure. And while each of these customers has unique needs and requirements, they all share one thing in common. They will take as much computing power as they can get, and they all want more. That's why we're so excited about our upcoming 3rd Gen EPYC processors. 3rd Gen EPYC will reset the bar for data center computing.
At least this is something.
With up to 64 leadership
I can't
Zen
buy
3
it, I don't
cores,
need
our
it, but
next
at least
generation
it's
server
something.
processors extend our leadership in performance, total cost of ownership, and security. But today, we wanted to give you the world's first preview of the upcoming processors, codenamed Milan, running WRF, one of the most popular tools used for climate research and weather forecasting. WRF is used in 185
More like
countries,
WTF
and as you might
with the
expect,
presentation.
to simulate something as complex as a weather system, WRF is an extremely demanding application that benefits from more processing power. Let's take a look at the competitive performance of our upcoming Milan processors running a simulation. In this test, we're comparing 2 comparably configured servers running a compute-intensive weather forecast for the continental United States.
All right, in fact, since we have a bit of time,
2 of our next
and
generation
we're
32
not getting
core
anything
Milan
interesting,
processors,
let's
and
check
system on
the
left
Indiana Jones
features
trailer
2 of the highest
while
end
we are
dual
here.
socket processors from our competition.
Bethesda.
We're taking in a large set of climate data to produce a 6-hour weather forecast, and what you see is that the additional
Where is the
performance
Indiana
of
Jones
the
trailer?
AMD EPYC processors completes the simulation much, much faster. The 3rd Gen EPYC server completed the forecast 68% faster than the competition. And the speed to complete in this case is very important
All
because
right, let's watch
if the
this.
simulation runs faster, it means
At least something entertaining to watch. 33 seconds. Yeah, it's a teaser. At least something. To have the Indiana Jones music, that'll get my stream copyright claimed. Machine games, alright, nice. Okay, finding the new lore teaser for Horizon Sun. Alright, so some Horizon teaser. She's still going with the Epic. I'm still hoping that maybe at the end she'll say, ooh, look at this GPU, 6700 coming soon. Gunboy, I don't blame you. Have a good night. 8 minutes to go for the Nvidia stream, I mean. IO Interactive is working on James Bond game. I think it's a long way away, but at the moment we'll get Hitman. Where was the reveal for Bond? James Bond. Now this is just Hitman. Yeah. Alright, Terence, see you next time, man. Nvidia stream starts 9 AM. Yeah, but why did they set up the timer for 15 minutes early? Just to keep us waiting? Go watch some of your own vids on Steam. Yeah. Even my boring videos will be more entertaining. Alright, this is done. AMD is done. Finally. Alright, so basically all we got was 5000 series mobile GPUs and RDNA coming to mobile as well. That is in a nutshell the whole 45 minutes for you. Thank you very much. They are power efficient 45 watt TDP and you can get 100 FPS on Horizon Zero Dawn with some frame time drops. That's about it. Yeah, this teaser is more entertaining. All right, 6 minutes to go. By March, you can expect graphics cards. So many games coming out in 21. I was perfect for James Bond games. Yeah, I mean, Hitman is kind of inspired by James Bond. We got 5 minutes to kill. All right, let's chat. I hope Nvidia drops a 3050 Ti, something. Nothing much, if I'm honest. Eddie B, you did not miss much. 45 minutes of the AMD conference. To summarize, 5000 series laptop CPUs coming soon. That's it. That's all we got. That was it. No, this was like a business conference. This was not a showcase for games. So it was kind of expected, but even so, normally they do show something like a GPU or a CPU or some benchmarks. She did not even have any of her usual guys there. Like, there's this guy with the GPU division, Scott Harkelman. He pops up and shows something. Then there's the guy from the Ryzen division. He comes up, I forgot his name. And they all show a bit of what's coming up and some performance and some data. Nothing. It's just her talking to some of her partners. Do you think Nvidia will launch Super Series again for cheaper? I doubt it. Seriously doubt. Like, I'll be amazed if Nvidia shows 2 GPUs. I'll be impressed. AMD took 40 precious minutes of my day. It's gonna cost them a CPU for sure. I need under $200 GPUs now. 20,000 rupees. Yeah, under 20k rupees. That's the range I want, and I want a good performance out of that. Something that will max out at least 1080p or give me entry level 1440p. I want a 20,000 GPU to be comparable to something like a 2060 Super. At least that kind of performance for sub $200. And I don't think they're going to do that because they're making too much money with the scalpers and the GPU miners. And the old cards are still selling, and they want people to, you know, buy the expensive stuff. So I don't see that happening. I don't have much hope, sadly. That won't happen for now, for sure. 200 big now. Yeah, I agree. 20k rupees. We are talking Indian rupees. 20k GPU, 1080p high without ray tracing would be really good. I don't know, man. For 20k, I would expect something like 3060. 3060 should be 20k. Yeah, and they want like double that almost for that sort of GPU. Like 1050 Ti, how much was it? It was like 12,000 rupees or something, maybe 15,000 when it was popular. And the 1060 was like 18, 20, maybe 22,000 for the 6 GB version. Now the 2060 is maybe like 30,000. 3060 Super is like 35. They've just jacked up the prices. I remember back in 2016, I wanted to buy the 970 and it was 26,000. That was like a 70 series card. Now look at the 70 series card. It's 50. Somebody mentioned they paid 56k for the 3070. So that's how much they've jacked up in like 2 generations. Can you tell me what this event is? Nvidia has something about gaming. So I'm hoping some more gaming related GPU launches, because literally this one is about gaming. The AMD event was like a business meetings type thing. So they barely touched on anything. This one, look at the name. It says Geforce RTX Game on. So if this doesn't have gaming stuff, then I'll be really pissed. Because literally Geforce RTX came on. Please don't be about anything other than that. With all the taxes and price increases, I don't see any powerful GPU in budget range. I'm hoping they put anything will be fine. 3080 Ti, 3060 Super, 3050 Ti, anything. I just need some options in the market. Is my audio clear? Because YouTube stream is saying no audio. Like bitrate is 0. It's normal, it's fine. Alright, that's fine. Because YouTube is just saying stream's current bitrate, audio stream is 0. So I don't know why. Alright, let's begin. Minecraft RTX. Ray tracing in Minecraft. Oh yeah, Nvidia and their ray tracing obsession. Well, at least it's about gaming. What is this Moonlight Blade? Oh, it looks good. What is this? I haven't seen this before. Justice Online. Is this an MMORPG or something? Oh yeah, this one I know. I have this one. Yeah, they're showing Cyberpunk and Death Stranding. That does not fill me with joy. Alright, Jensen's kitchen time.
Hi everyone.
No.
Thanks for joining us today. 2020 was an extremely tough year with no end of challenges. Millions of people tuned into gaming to play, create, and connect with one another. Steam saw the number of concurrent users increase by
Well, at least it's talking about
40%
gaming.
over the previous year and more than double since 2018. Discord connected gamers with over 4 billion minutes of conversation.
Yeah, I should have
and
just
monthly
done
active
this one, I
users
think.
Reaching 140 million. That's nearly 3 times as many as 2 years ago. Together, we watched over 100 billion hours of gaming content on YouTube. That's twice as much as 2018. And with physical sports largely on the sidelines, esports has attracted legions of new fans. Viewership is nearly 500 million people globally, up 100 million from 2018, with another 150 million viewers expected over the next 3 years. More than ever, gaming has become an integral part of our lives. 2 years ago, we introduced a breakthrough in graphics, real-time ray tracing, and AI-based DLSS. We called it RTX. Together with Microsoft and top developers and game engines, we set off to bring the visual realism of movies to fully interactive gaming. The momentum is unstoppable, as consoles and the rest of the ecosystem are now on board. Ray tracing is the new standard. Last fall, hot out of Jensen's oven, we launched our second generation RTX, the Geforce RTX 30 series, Ampere architecture for gamers, and our biggest generational leap ever. Ampere features dedicated RT cores to accelerate ray tracing.
Yeah, it's just 10 times better
Tensor
already.
cores for the performance boosting
At least they're
DLSS
talking about games and
new
graphics.
streaming multiprocessors, together delivering twice the performance of our prior generation. And our ultimate play is more than just beautiful graphics. We introduced low latency NVIDIA Reflex so competitive gamers could be their best. And NVIDIA Broadcast, an AI-powered app that turns any room into a home broadcast studio. Over the past 4 months, we've launched 4 new Ampere-powered graphics cards, from the ultimate BF GPU the Geforce RTX 3090 priced at $1,499 to the $399 RTX 3060 Ti. Ampere has been our fastest selling architecture ever, selling almost twice as much as our prior generation.
If the 3060 Ti was cheaper, I would get something like that.
Thank you for your patience as we continue to work hard to catch up. Last CES, we brought Geforce Gaming to the cloud. Geforce Now allows gamers to play their favorite PC games with RT and DLSS on from almost any device. Windows laptops, Macs, Chromebooks, Android and iOS devices, and TVs, billions in total. Geforce Now connects you to your favorite PC game stores like Steam, Epic, Ubisoft, and GOG, and free-to-play games like Fortnite, Apex, and League of Legends. In all, over 800 PC games have been onboarded from 300 publishers, including 80 free-to-play games. With 6 million registered users, supported by our 25 global data centers, we streamed 200 million hours of gameplay in 2020. We hosted exclusive demos for the annual Game Awards show and streamed Cyberpunk 2077 to GFN gamers the day of launch.
Your new life starts now.
RTX technology has set a whole new standard in gaming. From amazing indie games like Pumpkin Jack to the fastest selling PC game of all time, Cyberpunk 2077. In fact, 36 games are now powered by RTX, including the #1 Battle Royale game, the #1 RPG, the #1 MMO, and the #1 best-selling game of all time, Minecraft. And
which is the #1 MMO?
Continues to grow. DLSS.
Would you buy GeForce Now if it's available in India?
By delivering a
if I can't afford a new graphics card and GeForce Now isn't too expensive and I can get like good FPS in Apex, for example, I may consider it. Fortnite has cars now?
And today we are announcing more games that support RTX. Call of Duty is the most successful FPS franchise ever. Starting with COD Modern Warfare in 2019, and then Black Ops Cold War, we've worked with Activision to bring ray tracing to the series.
Why do you bring ray tracing to games where you need more frames? Doesn't make sense.
The free-to-play Battle Royale has over 85 million gamers. Building on our partnership with Activision, Warzone is adopting DLSS. Coming soon, every RTX gamer will see a boost in performance and competitiveness. Over the years, we have worked closely with Square Enix, including the world-famous Final Fantasy and Tomb Raider series. Today, we would like to announce our latest partnership. We are bringing DLSS to Outriders, a brand new IP from Square Enix.
I don't know, I think this game will fail. I'm very worried about this game.
Outriders is a multiplayer co-op shooter set in an original
$60 price as well.
Welcome to Enoch. Here, if you plan on surviving, you need to rewire your brain for aggression. The scared hide, and the hesitant die.
Looter shooters are struggling right now.
You are the aggressor.
Plus it's the live service model, so I just don't think this game will do well. I hope it does. I just don't see it succeeding.
Five Nights at Freddy's, the horror-themed indie hit, grew to become a massive popular franchise.
Am I hearing that right?
30 million downloads and 30 billion YouTube views. Today we are announcing with developer Steel Wool Studios that the latest chapter, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, will feature RTX ray tracing and DLSS.
Five Nights at Freddy's has RTX now.
Into Freddy's unique and frightening world. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is coming later this year. Here's a look at game footage our friends at Steel Wool put together for us.
Gregory. It's getting late. Let's get you home.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's now with shiny reflections.
And put you to bed.
Yeah, Minesweeper and Pinball RTX win. They already have Minecraft RTX. Pac-Man RTX we need.
I see you.
Mario RTX. They'll have to bring him to Sonic RTX. Yeah, imagine if they put RTX in something like Microsoft Flight Simulator. It'll be like 3 FPS then.
This next game was developed by Shanghai Tai Games.
At least we're getting some new game trailers.
Developers emerging onto the global stage. Fist, forged in Shadow Torch, is a platformer that was inspired by classics such as Metroid and Castlevania. As an action game, Fist features multiple weapons,
at least we're getting new trailers,
upgradable skills, and a classic arcade-style experience.
Alright, let's see.
Nvidia worked closely with Shanghai Tai Games to bring the game to life with ray tracing.
You know that game, Bright Memory? I'm hoping they show something about that as well.
Illegal possession of order. Arrest.
No, this actually looks good. And also, something like this, RTX might not be too bad as far as performance is concerned. Cyberpunk Bunny Simulator, something. No, cat ears. This is a 2.5D platformer, I think, right? Bugs Bunny RTS. Bugs Bunny 2077. Game looks good. I don't know about the gameplay though. Cyberpunk Zootopia. Nice. Kinda like it. Where is it coming? Forged in Shadow's Torch. What a
Esports has
useless
become
name.
the preferred sport for tens of millions of gamers. 75% of Geforce gamers play competitive games like Fortnite, Valorant, and Apex Legends. And 99% of esports pros are competing on Geforce. So we developed Nvidia Reflex to help gamers.
Yeah, this
get
is something
the
I'm
best
interested
system
in.
Latency from mouse click to display. Reflex has been a big hit among developers and gamers since the introduction in September.
What is
a dozen
Enlisted?
games
I've seen
have
that before.
support.
Is that a new game?
Today we are excited to announce that Rainbow Six Siege and Overwatch are adopting Nvidia Reflex. Now, 7 of the top.
Does
10
Apex
competitive
have
shooters
Nvidia
support
Reflex?
the technology. We also
Star
want to give
Tracker in the
gamers
chat.
a way to accurately measure system latency. In September, we announced 4 360Hz G-Sync esports displays that feature an innovative tool, the Reflex Latency Analyzer.
Yes, alright.
The latency
Is it actually any
analyzer
good?
gives to an esports gamer what a heart rate monitor
So that's the
is
one
to
thing
a
that I
runner.
can
A critical tool
get on
for
board
measuring
with.
system health and
Latency.
performance. With hardware built
If
into
it's
the
actually
display,
works
it
and not
measures
just a gimmick.
Full click-to-display latency. Today we are announcing 5 new G-Sync gaming
No,
monitors from
RTX
Acer,
is not
AOC,
coming
and
to
Asus,
Rainbow Six Siege.
all
I think it's the
featuring
latency
Reflex
thing is coming to
Analyzer.
Rainbow Six Siege.
These panels
I think that's what he
expand
said.
the Reflex ecosystem to include 1440p resolution and 34-inch.
Mohit Kumar, hello, welcome.
The heart of the GeForce gaming platform is our family of GPUs, and the 60 class is our most popular. The affordable price point is designed to bring the performance and features of the
Affordable,
latest
yeah, right.
architecture to every gamer. For example, the GTX 1060 was one of our most successful GPUs we ever built.
It was $200.
The GTX 1060 delivered a great generational leap in performance. It could power all the latest games at 1080p.
That was a
60
good
frames
card.
per second.
The one he's holding. But
new
that
games
base
bring
card is
bigger
not
worlds
almost
and
twice the
cinematic
price.
graphics that demand more of the GPU. This is evident in the latest sequels to these AAA games, where the GTX 1060 struggles to keep up. For instance, gamers were playing Watch Dogs 2 with high settings at 60 frames per second. But with Watch Dogs Legion, released last October, they only get 24 frames per second. And an even bigger change is underway. Turn on ray tracing, and these games become unplayable on the 1060.
At least they're honest.
With 90% of the installed base on GTX, now is the perfect time to deliver an RTX for every gamer. Let me introduce the new Geforce RTX 3060, which brings the power of Ampere, our second generation RTX architecture, to every gamer. Twice the raster performance of the 1060 and 10 times the ray tracing performance. The RTX 3060 powers the latest games with RTX on at 60 frames per second.
Price, I need price. 350. Ah, that's bad.
The RTX 3060 is a powerful GPU. It has 13 shader teraflops, 25 RT teraflops for ray tracing.
How much RAM?
And 101 tensor teraflops.
8 please, 8. Please don't be less than 8.
It has 12 gigabytes
Oh
of
yes, good,
memory
good.
and starts at just $329. The RTX 3060 will be available worldwide in late February. Amazing gaming doesn't end at the desktop.
Stupid logic.
Laptops are the fastest.
3070 has 8 GB
increasing 7
and 3060
times
has
in
12.
7 years. There are 50 million gaming laptops, which powered over 14 billion gaming hours last year. And the power of these laptops has inspired gamers.
329 would be 33,000 if they do it 100. If it's 33,000, it's not too bad.
Using a controller or driving an ultra-wide.
But by the time it comes to India, they'll be charging 40,000 for
These
it.
high-performance machines also meet the needs of 45 million.
What are they thinking, by the way? 3060 Ti, how much does that have? That has 8, right?
Today,
and this has more.
Announcing a new generation of Ampere-powered laptops with second-generation RTX and third-generation Max-Q technologies.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. But yeah, the 3070 has DDR6, right? Not the X.
Nowhere does efficiency matter more than in the extremely power-constrained environment of a modern gaming laptop. So 4 years ago, we introduced Max-Q. Max-Q is a system design approach that delivers high performance
Ultra has
thin
12.
and light gaming laptops.
3080
it has
with 10.
fundamentally changed how laptops are built.
3080 has 10, 3070 has 8, right?
GPU software,
I thought
PC
3080
design,
had 12.
Power delivery, thermals are optimized for
3060
power
Ti
and
8,
performance.
3060 12.
Our
Yeah,
third
exactly.
generation
What's the
Max-Q
logic there?
technologies use AI and new
Yeah, that one has
optimization
GDDR6X.
to make high-performance gaming laptops faster and better than ever.
GDDR6, not even
Traditionally,
6X. Yeah,
gaming
but
laptops
3070 doesn't
set the power
have
for the CPU and GPU.
the 6X either.
Yet
It has the
games and creative apps
DDR6.
are dynamic, and demands on the system change from frame to frame. Today we are introducing Dynamic Boost 2.0, which for the first time
Now these
uses AI
GPU manufacturers,
to shift
they are
power
just...
between the CPU.
They don't want
GPU,
me to buy
and
their
now
cards.
GPU memory, determining where it is needed most. The AI networks in Dynamic Boost 2.0 manage power on a per frame basis. So your
Yeah,
laptop
exactly.
is constantly
3070 has
optimizing
G6.
for maximum performance. The result is a larger performance boost
I don't know what they're
than
thinking.
ever before.
Like
We are
8 would
also
have been fine and make
introducing
it
Whisper
cheaper.
Mode 2.0,
Like instead of putting
delivering
12
a
in
new
the
level of
3060
acoustic
card and making it
control for gaming
329,
laptops.
put 8 and make it
Whisper
279
Mode has
and
been
people like me would get
re-engineered from the
interested.
ground up and is custom built into
No, but they're
each
increasing the
laptop
price.
at a
Instead
system
of putting it
level.
at
You pick
329,
your
if they give me
desired
8 GB
and Whisper Mode
and put it at
2.0's
279,
AI
I'll be happy
powered
with that card.
Manage the
Because
CPU,
I'm not going to play
GPU,
4K games
system
with the
temperature,
3060.
and fan speeds to deliver great acoustics.
I want
at the
1080p
best
high
possible
frames and
performance.
the esports stuff.
Next, we are introducing resizable bar.
Yeah, they're just
which
milking it.
leverages the advanced capabilities of PCI Express to boost gaming performance. Games use GPU memory for textures, shaders, and geometry, constantly updating as the player moves through the world. Today, only part
Mid-range
of
is
the
now
GPU's
35. Yeah,
memory
exactly.
can be accessed at any
That
one time
1060
by the
was
CPU,
showing, that was the last
requiring
great mid-range
many
card.
memory updates. With
And it's
resizable
gone.
bar, the game can access the entire GPU memory, allowing for multiple updates at the same time.
They want you to buy PS5, but that will benefit AMD more.
Finally,
Nvidia wouldn't
DLSS
get
is
anything
a
from that.
breakthrough for gaming laptops. It uses AI and RTX tensor cores to deliver up to 2x the performance in the same power. A GPU needs to calculate almost 4 million pixels for a single 1440p frame. DLSS requires only a fraction of the pixels, which improves efficiency and increases
I'm kind of
performance.
mad now. I was
It
hoping
also
Nvidia
delivers
would
more
save the
battery
day and have
life when you're
something.
gaming on the go.
Numbers make a difference. 329, it doesn't
Max
seem
Q
good.
has reinvented
279
the
looks
laptop.
easy, cheap.
4 years ago, the fastest
Yeah, neither has
laptops in the
anything for
world
that
were
price range.
powered by a GTX 1080. Average 40 millimeters
The
thick
10
and
series
weighed
cards,
over 9 pounds.
those
After
were
4
amazing
years of
cards,
innovation,
and they're just
Max
jacking
Q
up the
Gen 3
prices now.
laptops are half the size, half the weight, and deliver up to 10 times the performance. More gamers are choosing to play on laptops. And with 95% of the installed base below the performance of the latest consoles, it's time to introduce a new generation. The RTX 3060 laptop is faster than anything on the market today, including the $2,500 RTX 2080 Super. It's 30% faster than the PlayStation 5 and delivers 90 frames per second on the latest games at ultra settings.
They want us to buy laptops.
The RTX 3060 laptops start at just $999. Gamers know that 1440p displays with twice the pixels of 1080p provide the perfect mix of high fidelity graphics and great performance. Yet they are missing on laptops. For years, we've been working behind the scenes with display manufacturers and OEMs. Now, for the first time, 1440p displays will be widely available. Introducing the Geforce RTX 3070 laptop, a 1440p gaming beast. It's 50% faster than the RTX 2070 and delivers 90 frames per second with ultra settings at 1440p.
Yeah, they want miners to buy the
RTX
discrete cards
3070
and
laptops
us to buy the
start at
laptops.
$1299. Finally, our flagship Geforce RTX 3080 laptop. With up to 16 gigabytes of G6 memory,
How much is the
it
price?
the world's fastest laptop for gamers and creators. It delivers 100 frames per second with RTX on and starts at $1999.
$2,000.
Today, nearly 3/4 of laptop gamers play esports. The resulting popularity of high refresh rate laptops continues to grow, doubling this past year. I'm excited to announce that over half of the new 30
They want to
series
force you to use
laptops
GeForce now. Yeah,
offer
by the looks
240
of it.
hertz or higher refresh rates. With the performance of our Geforce RTX 3080 laptop GPU, gamers will be able to play at 240 frames per second across top titles like Overwatch,
Yeah, for
Rainbow
$2,000.
Six, Valorant, and Fortnite. And combined with Nvidia Reflex, gamers can achieve sub 20 millisecond system latency, enabling them to play their absolute best. From videos to photography to 3D animation, the creation of digital content is exploding. NVIDIA Studio is our accelerated platform for creators, speeding up ray tracing and AI in over 50 applications, including Adobe Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, and Blender. And monthly Studio drivers bring new features, faster performance, and enhanced stability. Since the launch of Studio in 2019, there have been over 100 purpose-built Studio laptops and desktops from every major OEM. NVIDIA Ampere architecture takes Studio laptops to the next level.
If it makes you feel better, the only
5
30
times
series
faster
card
than
I could
Pascal.
find
Video editors
2100.
can
Oh,
work with
bloody hell.
8K raw footage, use AI to simplify workflows, and reduce encode times by up to 75%. Artists have up to 16 gigabytes of graphics memory to work with huge assets across multiple apps at the same time. RTX Accelerated AI will change the way creators work. For example, Adobe Photoshop recently introduced neural filters, which uses AI to quickly make complex edits to photographs.
Oh my god, what is he doing to that guy?
Adobe Premiere Pro Auto Reframe uses AI to convert landscape
I've been
videos
skipping
to
the last 3
while
years
keeping
trying to
action
get a
front and
graphics
center.
card.
In DaVinci Resolve 17, the new Magic Mask feature uses AI to speed up mask creation and tracking. Nvidia Optics AI denoising in Blender cleans up noise on the fly, quickly resolving 3D images.
407.
And Nvidia Omniverse Audio to Face uses AI to animate unrigged 3D characters based solely on an audio source.
A new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Today, we're introducing over 70 laptops from every OEM, our biggest launch ever. These are the world's fastest laptops that give gamers and creators a huge variety to pick the right device for their needs.
The
Available
9000
beginning
series
January
and the 10
26,
series,
with prices starting at $999.
those were the last great GPUs,
Let's
I
take a
think,
look at what they can do.
that you could actually buy. All laptops today. Play Fortnite on a laptop. That's PC gaming for you. And play Minecraft. Also, we don't really have a proper second-hand market in India for hardware stuff. Otherwise, I would just buy a second-hand card somewhere.
RTX is the new standard, and the momentum continues to grow. With most of the installed base underpowered for the latest games, we're bringing RTX to every gamer with the Geforce RTX 3060. Finally, as more gamers are choosing laptops, we're launching a new generation of RTX laptops, ready to play the most demanding games. Thanks everyone for tuning in today, and as always, thanks to all of our fans for all their support. And before we go, we've got one more treat for you.
Please, another card, please, please. 3050 Ti. Come on, come on. You can do this. Mm. 3080 laptop. Flight Simulator. I think Flight Simulator is getting RTX. What is this? What is the treat he was giving us? Some guy in a mask? He said one last treat. What is the treat? What? I think that's it. So what we can summarize based on this is, here lies PC gaming dead. If you are a budget gamer, it's all over for you. Good night. Yeah, what was that? I have no idea. Some guy enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator with some fancy equipment. Yeah, we kind of need Intel to bring GPUs. Man, this was disappointing. Like, I feel depressed now for the state of PC gaming. They want us to play on laptops. They want us to go with cloud gaming. And they want us to buy consoles. I bought an RX 570 because that was like the best budget card out there, along with the 1050 Ti. That card came out in 2016 or something. And I'm still on it, and I still don't have a better option. I paid only like 14,000 for that card. Now, even at the double the price, I can't find anything decent. What happened in Nvidia event? 3060. 3060 has more VRAM than 3080. Figure that one out. Yeah, 1050 Ti, RX 570. Those were the last great budget GPUs. And yeah, I mean, what a disappointing show. I was hoping Nvidia, because it was called Game On, I thought it will be at least better. It will be more about gaming. I mean, it was more about gaming. Yeah, Nvidia have top, yeah. No, Nvidia know what they're doing. They want you to, you know, spend your money on expensive stuff. What Nvidia tried to do is, they hype something, they release one product, they want everybody to buy that, and then they release another product which is slightly better, or people say, oh man, why did I buy this? Now, look at this. Look at their logic. 3080, 10 GB, 3070, 8 GB, and 3060, 12 GB. What the hell is going on there? Alright, some people will say 3080 has the DDR6X. That's fine. 3070 has the normal DDR6 8 GB. And this one has 12. Why? Yeah, it won't be available for 329. It will be lucky. Now the problem with 329 is, I've been buying cards in the under $200 range, which are similar in spec. I mean, not similar, but like similar in generation, the 60 series. And now those cards are now over 300. 300 was like a big price. I'm honestly done with PC gaming. I guess I don't want to drop so much. Yeah, I don't want to drop so much because the games that are coming out, they are broken, buggy messes at launch. And you get maybe 3 or 4 AAA games, and occasionally something turns up to be really good. Otherwise, it's the same stuff over and over, sequels and sequels. I'm actually more interested in indie games right now. So yeah, I've actually gone back to playing ARPGs because they're not as demanding. I can at least play them properly, and they're decent, well-made games. So I'm enjoying that stuff. Like, go back to what PC gaming is strong, like indie titles, strategy games, ARPGs, the stuff that is designed for keyboard and mouse. We go with those games for PC and leave the AAA stuff for consoles, I guess. Because they are at least optimized for consoles, at least the newer ones, apart from Cyberpunk. So yeah, at the moment, PC gaming, at least the AAA and the big budget stuff, looks in a mess. Graphics cards are too expensive and they're not available. The games are buggy, broken messes with microtransactions and expensive DLCs. And yeah, if somebody who wants to game on a budget, they have nothing new to buy. They have to just stick with old stuff. Like, if in my city there was like a proper option to buy secondhand cars, I would be looking for something, I don't know, 5700 XT secondhand, or maybe a 2060 Super secondhand, something like that. That would be enough for me, because I just need more frames in Apex and I'll be happy. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It went kind of disappointing. I wasn't too excited, if I'm honest. I was at least hoping for a little more. I was expecting a 6700 from AMD, and I was hoping for 3050 Ti from Nvidia. We got nothing. So unfortunately, disappointed once again. Maybe later in the year we might get something. And yeah, I'll try and make more videos. Recently I've been taking a bit of a break because again, nothing much happening after the sales. So I'll get back to my normal stuff. And yeah, see you guys later. Good night, everyone.